Hello everyone and welcome to today's Explainer. I am so incredibly excited to get into this one because we're doing a deep dive into something really special. Today, we're focusing entirely on decoding teacher Lin Mingxiang's lecture notes. We're going to see exactly how he takes these profoundly complex, high-level, esoteric scriptures and brings them all the way down into a completely simple, everyday practice. Teacher Lin has this truly remarkable ability to take towering, abstract concepts and ground them in reality, and we're going to unpack exactly how he pulls that off.
So let me ask you this. What if the most profound universal truth is actually, well, incredibly ordinary? I know, it sounds like a trick question, but as we unpack Teacher Lin's notes today, we're going to uncover some wildly complex ancient secrets that actually point to something you are using right at this very second. It's literally hiding in plain sight.
Section 1. All is your own mind.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Teacher Lin Mingxiang draws on some heavyweight texts like the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment and the Lankavatara Sutra to really get into the grand illusion of reality. And he brings up this incredibly famous quote from the Diamond Sutra. If one sees all forms as no form, then one sees the Tathagata. Now, let's be real for a second. To most of us, that sounds hopelessly esoteric, right? What in the world does no form even mean? How are you supposed to see it? It kind of sounds like a riddle designed to just tie your brain in knots.
But this is exactly where Teacher Lin Mingxiang's genius comes in. He takes that dense, abstract quote and brings it crashing right down into our daily reality. He explains that all forms, well, that just refers to everything that appears to you. And no form, that is the seeing of your own mind. So what appears in the universe and your actual perception of it, they are the exact same thing. It is your own mind. The mind is the Tathagata, the Buddha. You aren't supposed to be out there searching for some magical figure in the clouds. You're just looking right at the mechanism of your own awareness.
Section 2. Upgrading the three treasures. Building on that idea, there's this really fascinating contrast in Teacher Lin's lecture notes. Think about the standard definitions of the three treasures that most Buddhists learn growing up. Buddha's awakening, Dharma is correctness, Sangha is a pure lifestyle. But Teacher Lin gives us this upgraded, direct-pointing Zen definition. He completely interiorizes the whole thing. Buddha isn't a historical person anymore. It is your formless visual awareness. Dharma isn't some rigid rulebook. It's that very awareness merging with the world around you. And Sangha? It's not a community of monks. It is your ability to discern the world without actually being divided from it. Actually, let me just speak directly to you for a second. Think about the exact awareness you're using right now to listen to me and take in this information. It doesn't have a shape, does it? It doesn't have a color or a physical boundary you can touch. And yet, it perfectly reflects these concepts, my voice, and your surroundings without any distortion. Teacher Lin is pointing out that this exact, utterly ordinary capacity to just see and be aware, that is exactly the Buddha he's talking about. You're literally using it right now.
Section 3. The profoundly ordinary truth.
So if it's that profound, why does it feel so normal? Well, to explain this paradox, Teacher Lin points to an amazing quote from the Yellow Emperor's Yin Fu Jing. People know the divine is divine, but do not know the non-divine that makes it divine. See, he's saying that most people are so busy chasing these flashy miracles, supernatural powers, dramatic visions, huge emotional highs. And because everyone is constantly looking for the fireworks, they completely miss the quiet, unmagical miracle of everyday existence, the pure awareness that actually allows those fireworks to be seen in the first place.
So the crucial takeaway here is this. The true essence of the three treasures is completely plain. It's formless. Outwardly, it's distinctly non-divine in appearance. This profoundly ordinary, totally unmagical, moment-to-moment awareness, that is actually the ultimate root of all divinity. It's basically the invisible stage where all the magic of the universe plays out.
Section 4. The ultimate simple practice.
What's so brilliant here is how Teacher Lin synthesizes these four completely distinct philosophical layers in his notes. He takes Zen's direct pointing to the mind, he combines it with Taoist natural purity, layers in that Yin Fu Jing concept of the non-divine essence we just talked about, and then finally lands firmly in the Pure Land tradition. He's constantly taking the esoteric and distilling it down into something incredibly practical. He's taking the vastness of the universe and placing it right in the palm of your hand. And this perfectly illustrates where all of that philosophical heavy lifting actually ends up. The number 6. That's it. Everything we've covered, the sutras, the Taoist texts, the whole nature of reality itself collapses down into a wonderfully simple 6-syllable mantra, Namo Amitabha Buddha. Teacher Lin's notes argue that by sincerely taking refuge in this single thought, just by reciting Namo Amitabha Buddha, you are instantly performing the ultimate practice. You don't need to memorize vast libraries of scriptures. You don't need a PhD in philosophy. Just the act of reciting this name fully embodies the awakening of the Buddha, the correctness of the Dharma, and the purity of the Sangha all at once. It is the ultimate shortcut, designed specifically for the messy reality of human life.
Section 5. Merging into the ocean.
But you might be wondering, why is this simple shortcut so absolutely necessary? Well, Teacher Lin grounds this with a really powerful metaphor. As an isolated individual, just relying on your own ego, you're basically a tiny drop of water. Under the scorching sun of daily greed, hatred, and delusion, you're going to evaporate instantly. You'll just be totally overwhelmed by life. But as a practitioner reciting the mantra, you become a drop that is merged into Amitabha's vast ocean. And once you're part of that ocean, the sun can beat down all it wants, but you are utterly indestructible. The mantra literally protects us from the harsh realities of our own minds.
And as Teacher Lin reveals in his lecture notes, he knows this firsthand. This is definitely not just theory for him. He shares his own deeply personal experiences with severe adversity, enduring everything from a traumatic car accident to battling Parkinson's disease. He uses his own life to prove that this philosophy is a vital lifeline, because when you're confronting the sheer fragility, the sudden impermanence, and the inevitable suffering of human life, your intellect just isn't going to save you. But merging with that vast ocean of awareness, that will.
Which brings us to the ultimate question Teacher Lin Mingxiang's notes leave us with today. Will you remain an isolated drop, totally vulnerable to the heat of the world? Or are you going to choose to merge into the infinite ocean? The tools are incredibly simple, they're ordinary, and they're right in front of you. But the choice of how to direct your mind from this moment forward, well, that is entirely yours. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into Teacher Lin's remarkable teachings. Until next time, keep exploring.